Hello and welcome to another Kamen mini soft vinyl review. Here we have a box set of 4 of X8's first wave and also one that's concluding and ending Kamen Ghost. Now with the drive line, when that ended and the Ghost started, a few waves did have, I think one extra wave also had some Ghosts. Drive characters to go along with the Ghost stuff. With this set we only have 4 characters. Usually there's a 5th one that's an old rider that they just plop in there just to make it 5 set, but here we don't have any extra riders, just the main one and a few here ending the Ghost line. We have Ghost Infinity form right here, or Mugen, a Mugen form, which just means infinity, so I mean Wizard can duke it out. I'm still happy to win over Wizard because Wizard sucks. And you got the Dark Spectre here. I think it's Dark Spectre, or no, because Deep Spectre is a white form and this one's darkish, I guess. And we have a Dark Ghost here, a white ghost here. And of course, with X8's box being a little bit different because these boxes tend to follow the same sort of theme and style. On top of the box, you got the image of all the riders with X8 being right up in your face. On the side here, aside from that warning sticker, which because Hong Kong imports, you have a photo of the actual toy you get inside. So that's in a way you can say that's super honest. Exactly what you get inside. Generic information on the side here, and also information about the piece of candy that you get in one of these. And again, as usual, on the back you have a basic summary, just a quick summary of the form or the character. So all of these out the way, and we have our characters. We have X8 here, who can't stand, so I'll need to, if you have that problem, you're gonna have to put him in some hot water or something just to deform his leg back. And Ghost Mugen, can he stand? Yes, he can. Aha, so repainted galore of the Ghost stuff. Anyway, let's look at Dark Ghost here. He's not entirely the same mold. The leg part, the arms are all identical, and the body for the most part is identical, except the hood's down, so you got that difference. And with these soft vinyl figures, it's always the case of it's not just the paint details. The edge, for example, the edge around this eye area also has a little line molded in, which I think helps the painting process to keep the paint in line and not go overline. And let's see, we got a white, silver, purple, and black. So we got 4 paints on this, and their hands are open. All the Ghost ones have their hands open. It's in the past usually you have them come closed fist, and they're looking at X8 over there, and he's back to closed fist. So no paint details on the back, but as always with all these molding things, these soft vinyls, the molds have a lot of detail. You got folds, clothing folds there, hood folds. You got all the details of the arms, details of the belt, the handle, everything. And the helmet itself looks pretty decent. The horns only painted silver, so the middle paint there is gone, but the molding line's still there. So with a lot of these figures, if you do want to add detail to them, they should be quite easy to paint because you just follow the lines and just sort of color it in. Probably put these into a warm soap water bath just to get any oil or molding, plastic oil off these guys, so they'll look a bit better, because I've painted some of these in the past and the paint does chip off quite easily, so I'm going to be a bit careful with that. And as always, the articulation is 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So decent looking figure. Let's go with the Evil Spectre, also from a movie. And these figures are one of the only ways you can get a lot of characters that only appear in the movies, or one-off characters. A lot of time you can't get these characters in any other form, which is quite annoying. So that's one way of getting them in this scale, I guess. And he's got black, blue, purple, and a bluish silver for the belt. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, four colors. I think they put a bit too much paint on the horns. They look a bit bulky, a bit too fat, and it's kind of hard to see his paint on the mask. A little bit hard. I guess you can put a light in there and light that up and see how that goes. Let's find out. That makes it a little bit easier to see the printed pattern, because it's dark color on dark plastic, so it's a bit hard to see. But yeah, there we go. Next up we have Ghost Mugen form, and it looks alright. He has a little bit of sparkling material molded into the plastic itself. The hood's down, you got the molding details on the back. And obviously when you move him, you're going to break up his Mugen icon. Try the bad move with him as well. And yeah, he's got white, white, blue, purple, orange. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and black 6. So 6 colors painted on him. And obviously you're losing a lot of the rainbow effect from this figure because they're not putting that much paint on him. So yeah, huge missing. Still looks okay, but probably the worst it's got a lot of missing because he has more colors. These characters figures usually work best with characters who have less colors because by default they use less paint. And finally we come to X8, the newest rider here, and you see that lot of details molded in the chest piece there. So you go ahead and start painting them if you need. A little bit of a mispaint here on the green. So belt looks good as well with one gashat plugged in. A little bit too sharp, but that's what you get with these soft vinyl figures. Sometimes they will take liberties just to make it slightly easier to mold these and not break or not get too soft. So that's to be expected. He's got black paint on the legs, but no silver though. Even though they did use silver on the chest piece, there should be a little bit of silver painting on there, and also missing some of the green on the legs. I actually think this looks a bit better because the design of the actual suit is a bit too funky for my liking. Details all the way around the belt, back legs there, little patterns, and the mask there. So yeah, pretty nice. So this guy's got a lot of colors because this is like the debut of Kamen X8, so they're gonna put more budget into this guy. So you got the green there, the black there, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then white 8, and then the orange there 9. So 9 colors for this guy. Usually more colors means more budget because it has to go through more painting and printing processes. So yeah, this guy looks good. Looks great. The head's definitely useful for me. If you don't know already, I actually get a lot of these figures and I chop them up. I use the heads first of all for Lego figures. I just plop them on top. Because these are soft vinyl figures that you can just get a pair of scissors and cut them. So it's really easy. So just get a Lego figure, put a normal head on the body, and these heads just plop on top really easily. And you know, if I see anything that's salvageable, like sometimes these belts and stuff, I will cut them out because Lego figures again can hold on to them. So that's what I do. But yeah, good lots of figures. In Hong Kong, I think less shops seem to be selling them. I'm not sure. Maybe the stock's just not arrived. So I don't know what the stock like is, but if you like what you see here, definitely check them out. They're very cheapy little figures, and if you've been collecting them for a while, you should have a pretty nice shelf of these guys. Pretty cool. Obviously, back when Kamen came out, a lot of these figures came out very quickly because Kamen was popular. Drive not so much, and Ghost not so much. In fact, there was a huge gap. I noticed in my upload dates. There's a huge gap between releases of these soft vinyl figures, and that's because Ghost is not selling well. Ghost didn't do well. The story sucks ass. So is hoping that the X8 story is a lot better, and if it is, you'll be seeing more of these soft vinyl videos, quick videos, and see if you like the figures or not. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and take care and have a nice day. Bye.